Hey guys, it's Christy with Christy Artistry, and I'm just going to do a quick little video tonight because I've had a few questions about this. So what if you painted a painting, okay, so I'm using this one, and you let it dry, you thought you had something really spectacular that you wanted to keep or sell, but then you got to thinking about it and you really didn't like it. Now I have this painting and I'm using this one as an example because it's okay. I could do a space painting on it, but I've decided I'm going to use it for this experiment tonight, or this demonstration tonight. So this painting had purple, pink, green, and gold on it. So we do have some shimmer on here, but I'm not worried about that. So there's two things you can do. Number one, you can take either a thick black or white paint and just paint the canvas, okay? Now you've got a new canvas background that you can do something else on. Let it dry thoroughly, of course, and I keep my tape on until I've decided whether or not I like the painting. So this one's been sitting a while. Or you can do a cup pour on it. So tonight we're going to do a cup pour on over this one. And I'm a little concerned about the gold, but since it's been drying for quite a while now, and I never sealed it, I think we should be fine. So let's try it. So I'm going to use a black background. So I have this leftover what is this? Artist Loft black mixed with Floetrol and water. And then I finally got all my paints mixed, so I mixed up 20 bottles or 20 different colors today of paint. So let's pick some of those and see what we can create out of this. Let's try Iridescent White for cells. Let's try some Peacock Pearl because I just mixed it up and I love that color. Let's try, what would go with Peacock Pearl? Let's try medium Magenta, and let's see, what color would we have? Maybe we'll just leave it at those three. Yeah, I've got a blue, a pink, and a white. No, that's fine. Let's just leave it with that. And then I want to talk about the viewer's choice experiment, because I've gotten some feedback on that. All right, so again, just making sure that you have enough of your white or black or whatever color you want to flood with. If you want to just paint it black, let it thoroughly dry before you do anything else with it, and then go ahead and do what you normally would do with it, whether it's a cup pour, a Dutch pour, or whatever. But tonight I want to actually create something on here. So I'm going to just pour black in the middle. And I'm going to start with the medium Magenta. Now I know that these are very, they're going to have a lot of bubbles because I literally just finished mixing them all up. So I'm just going to add some Magenta to the canvas, just like I would with like a regular cup pour or anything really. And then the Iridescent White is going to help us with those cells. That's pretty already. Okay, now I'm going to add, it's starting to spread. I'm going to add a little bit more around the outside of this, just for coverage. We'll let it roll in. And then we're going to tilt this one out. Bit before I pop the bubbles. So I can see them everywhere. I really need to fill up my torch too. I said that yet the last time and I forgot again. Lots of bubbles. So we're really going to do a good job of getting all bubbles popped, because when you're reusing a canvas, bubbles can, if you're on say you're on a white canvas and you're using black, if you have a lot of bubbles, they'll pop and you'll have white showing through. Well, it's the same thing when you've already painted a canvas. The back of the canvas has paint on it. So whatever you have that's going to show through is going to be that old painting, and you don't want that. All right, I think I want a little bit more of each of the colors in here now that I've got black on. A little more. I really like this Peacock Pearl. This is such a fun color. And then I don't think we need any more white. I think we have enough of the white. And then just a little magenta right there. Okay. Move the paints out of the way. And we're not going to blow this one out tonight because, like I said, we're trying to have a thick layer on top of the old painting so that we can actually reuse this canvas. I like reusing my canvases when I do, experiments for you guys or these smaller paintings. I will keep them. I will airbrush on them. I will try different techniques on them. I'll do all kinds of things on the smaller canvases that I save. Because most of the time when I'm doing a really tiny canvas, it's just for practice to show you guys either a technique or some colors I want to try. And I usually, if I like it, I'll do it on a larger canvas. I also use them when I'm doing commission pieces because I like to show the customer the dried colors before I go and make a giant painting of it. Because a lot of times I'm finding that people think that a color is one thing and they don't realize that it changes when it's drying. So I like to just sort of do a faux painting using the colors that the customer has requested, just so they can see what they're going to look like when they dry. And I am still working on that pink, purple, and gold space painting. Had a couple changes on it, and I'm going to wait until it's finished before I show you guys, or before I can't talk tonight. So those paint things. I want to ensure that the customer is going to be happy with what we've changed on it. So I'm waiting for their viewing of it. Okay, I'm gonna take my gloves off. You should have seen me when I was mixing paint today. I had such a mess on me. Every paint I tried to, it's like every paint I touched or tried to squeeze out of a bottle or a tube exploded in my, all over the table. It was terrible. Okay, so here, now I'm going to show you the edges. I've covered the edges. So I'm going to go around and check them again. I don't know if you can see that edge. This one is covered too. But I'm going to go around and I'm going to make sure that the edges are covered and that they stay covered as it dries. One of the things that can happen, especially if you're using like a paint that has, that can make bubbles, cells, is sometimes the cells will show through the old paint in here on the edges. So I just keep an eye on that, same with here. And I don't see anything happening here, that we've got good coverage, we've got enough paint on there. I'm loving the Peacock Pearl shimmer already. Although I do want to tilt this back just to here this way because I'm losing some of the pretties over the edge. Okay, so then you just do the same thing you would do with any of your paintings. Scrape the underneath, check it in 15 minutes, scrape the underneath, and check it again in 15 minutes. And if you need to, do it again. Making sure that the edges stay covered and that things aren't running down and new paint isn't going with it. You want the new paint to run over the edge to continue to cover the old painting. So I'm going to grab the camera and show you this beautiful new painting. Okay, so here's what we've done with that old painting. We have created a beautiful new painting on top of it. This will dry. The old painting, because it was nice and flat, shouldn't. Well, I've never had it show through when it's been flat. Now, say you had a painting that had some of those dry bubbles in it, or hair, or something that you didn't get out and it dried in there. Anything that's raised up, if the paint on the next painting isn't thick enough to smooth that out, which I don't think it would be, you're still going to have that mark in there. That hair is still going to show. You're still going to have those bumps and things. What you can do, and I've done it before, is if you have a painting that gets lumpy and bumpy from bad paint, you can actually sand that down. And I've done it. I've done it with kind of a, you start out with kind of a coarse sandpaper. Just be careful not to go through the gesso on the actual canvas, or you'll have to re-gesso and let that dry. But I've actually, on a large canvas, I actually took a light sandpaper on a sanding block, and I went to town and got those lumps out, and then I was able to reuse that canvas. Anyway, here is the paints tonight. So again, this is that Peacock Pearl, and it's the medium magenta, and then the iridescent white on why do I always say blick? On my Artist Loft black, mixed with Floetrol and water, which is what I mix all my paints with. And look at the cells. Those are so pretty. I really like that. I like it a lot better than the last painting. So I will show you this one hopefully when it's dry, so that you can see that the other painting didn't come through. And then I have one more update. So our viewer's choice painting, where we had the pink painting, the orange and yellow painting, and then this blue painting. Okay, the choice is the blue painting. So this one is going to be done in a 16 by 20 using the same colors, and I'm going to use the same technique as close as I can, in the hopes that I will get something like this in along that whole 16 by 20 painting. Because again, this is like a 10 by, I think it's, I can't remember if it's 8 by 10 or 11 by 14. So it's small. So the 16 by 20 will definitely be bigger. Alright, so until my next video, I thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, it would really help me out if you did. If you like the videos, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get notified of new videos coming out. And as always, please comment, because I take your comments and I run with them, and I have a lot of fun with them, and I love talking to you guys. So, until my next video, bye!